friends, welcome to ThinkerViews podcasts where we share our book reviews with you. The world of fantastic fiction is an unending source of stories that highlight the richness of human imagination, which creates worlds that are richer and deeper than our own times and filled with magic and adventures. There are a lot of other similar works that weave the threads of mythologies around the world with a rich landscape filled with humans and other races as they face and resolve the conflicts of their times. We have started exploring the Wheel of Time series by author Robert Jordan this year and are enjoying the rich worlds built and revealed layer by layer as we join the characters of this world on their journeys. We have reviewed the first two books of this series at www.thinkerviews.com and shared those reviews in podcast form here as well. The books are called The Eye of the World and The Great Hunt. Published in 1991, The Dragon Reborn is the third book in this series and has been loved by readers all around the world. So here is our review of this book for you on behalf of Team ThinkerViews. Let us take a look at the cover page of this book, the gateway to the fictional story explored within. The latest version of the book has a very attractive cover page. It follows green theme. You can see a dense forest and the wheel of the time. The latest cover page also shows a note about the TV series adaptation which is available on Amazon Prime. The old version cover pages were simpler. You can still see one of them on the Audible version of the book. Another version of the cover page reflects the same from earlier English novels. With the time and commercial success, the appearance of a person or media changes a lot, most of the time in a good way. And the cover pages of this book series are a good example of the same. Let us take a look at the storyline now. When we left Tomanhead at the end of the second book, Rand had been seen battling the Dark One in the skies and had been branded by the Heron twice. Stories are already circulating about a red-haired, grey-eyed youth who was seen setting the skies alight with thunder. But it is hardly straightforward from here on. As Moiraine, Rand, Perrine, Len, Egwene, Elaine, and Min start their journey back from Tomanhead, other forces are already on move. The camp is attacked one night, and in wake of it, Rand leaves the others to chart his own course to Tyr, before the madness of touching Saidin takes over him completely. Others follow in his wake to find that his journey is leaving a sweep of Ta'veren in its wake. When Elaine, Egwene, and Min make it to Tar Valon, after a confrontation with the Children of Light, they find that the White Towers are cloaked in a cloud of betrayal and suspicion. Now that the Black Aja have started their countermoves, the mother asks these three young women to look for the traces of Aes Sedai who have allied with the dark forces. And once again, Egwene, Elaine, and Min find themselves on a journey towards Tyr and Rand. Mat is cured by the Aes Sedai of his association with the Ruby Dagger from Shadar Lagos and makes a quick recovery. Keen to get away from Tar Valon, he happily accepts a letter that Elaine has written for her mother and starts a journey towards Carhien. The roll of dice is getting dangerous and Mat finds an unexpected companion in Tom Merrilin on this journey. While Egwene and Perrin learn to navigate the world of dreams in their different ways, not quite aware of the peril it will lead them to, and Rand travels towards his destiny, Will Moiraine be able to help them out this time? It is not only the Dark One, but the Forsaken are also loose now, and at least a few of them are moving against the light for their own reasons. How long can a few fighting for light keep the darkness at bay? Let us now discuss our thoughts on the book. The Dragon Reborn is just as enjoyable as the previous two installments of this series, as it continues to give us adventures and journeys in this fantastical world as the characters learn their strength as well as make mistakes, from not knowing the history and background from enemies who have waited nearly 3,000 years to break free from their prisons. Although the title of the book is about Rand al'Thor, he appears in the narrative much less than his friends, who all seem to be on the paths of their own as well. Rand's journey this time is also very reminiscent of King Arthur's stories. He is going to find the sword of Kalandor that will well and truly proclaim him as the Dragon Reborn. And in spite of the madness getting closer every day, he still manages to hold on to some semblance of sanity and battles the Dark one more time and chooses to become the dragon. There is Egwene, Nynaeve and Elaine, whose thread brings variety of battles at fore, including Children of the Light, and it's them who discover the Isle who have started crossing the spine of the world to follow their own prophecy of becoming people of the dragon. Then they also walk into the trap by Black Aja. It is through their journey that the author gives us more new places in this world, like the stone city of Tyr or the swamplands outside it. It is also interesting to see the Isle coming into this world and bringing their own cultural references and histories. And then there is Perrin, whose internal struggle continues. He still resists the wolves as well as his future forecasts, depicting a falcon and a hawk, until he meets other brothers and his fall. While Rand comes to terms with his destiny by end of this book, Perrin is still trying to understand. He wanted to believe the pattern was good. He wanted to believe that when men did evil things, they were going against the pattern, distorting it. To him, the pattern was a fine and intricate creation made by a mastersmith. That it mixed pot metal and worse in with good steel, with never care, was a cold thought. And Mat, who is now free of the shadow? Or is he? Why do the assassins keep tracking him? And his turn with luck is really something disturbing. At least with his quarterstaff, he has started to fight his own battles. And with his dice, he is earning riches he has always wanted. But where does he see himself in the war between light and darkness? I also like the way the characters continue to evolve and have some faults and failures to keep them human. For example, the constant friction between Nynaeve and Egwene in spite of being on the same side, or how all the young people have their insecurities at one point in time or another. Men and women think differently at times, but the biggest difference is this: men forget, but never forgive. Women forgive, but never forget. And by this end of the story, there is something to rejoice about. At least one Forsaken is defeated, and the world is ready for the Dragon Reborn. To summarize, the Dragon Reborn continues the epic tale of eternal struggle between light and darkness and beginning of journey for heroes who must become heroes and save the world. ThinkerViews rating for the book series is at 8 out of 10. Please do let us know if you are a fan of the Wheel of Time series and which is your favorite book or your favorite characters. Are there any other books that you have enjoyed reading and would like us to review here at ThinkerViews platforms? Please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button so you could keep enjoying this audiobook podcasts. And until the next time, thank you for listening.